Hi, welcome to Yoga with Ilona. I'm Ilona, and in this video I'm going to be taking you through a yoga sequence that is targeted for people feeling tired. This can be done first thing in the morning, if you wake up feeling quite sleepy, or any time of day. Maybe if you get that afternoon slump, then it would be good to do it then. As you might know, the grounding that we need in yoga is based on our breath and taking deep breaths into the belly and using the breath to control the whole body. Oxygen is our first source of energy and it's our life source. So yoga is a great way to bring more oxygen into the body and combat that feeling of tiredness. So we will start by kneeling in a low kneeling position with our hands at heart center. Close your eyes and begin to breathe in and out through the nose. As you inhale, breathe all the way down into the belly. Feel the coolness of the breath in your nostrils as you breathe in strongly. Exhale from the belly first, then the abdomen and the chest. And with each round of breath, see if you can find more space in the body for that breath. Imagine your body filling up like a glass filling with water as you fill the whole body with breath and energy. And one more full breath here. And then just turning to face the top of your mat. We are going to keep the hands at heart center first of all. And as you take a deep breath in, open the chest forward as wide as you can. Maybe spread the hands. If you want to feel that full openness in the chest, opening the whole back out. Exhale, come back to a neutral position. Inhale, open, push the elbows back, slide the shoulder blades down the back and focus on opening across the chest and the rib cage. Really fill up the chest with breath and then exhale, neutral. And then one more. Exhale. And bring the hands all the way down behind the back. Now, and as you inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, hug the belly in towards the spine, and press the knuckles down away from you to open the chest even more deeply than before. Take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, I want you to fold forward and drive the knuckles up towards the ceiling, bringing your forehead down. You might even bring your forehead all the way down to the mat. And then inhale, rise all the way up, fill the chest up with breath, and exhale, lower down smoothly, exhaling all the way down, bring your forehead down, and then this time you can drop the knuckles all the way over, and lift the tailbone, feel that full stretch across the shoulder girdles, lifting the tailbone up, exhale all the way back into that chest opener. Inhaling here, and then exhaling all the way down again. Making sure to stay strong in the legs. You can tuck the toes under if that helps you. Try not to take too much weight in the head. You should mostly be feeling your weight in the legs. And then with your next exhale, rising all the way back up and inhaling to lift the chest forward, smile, exhale, release. And then you can just roll the shoulders forwards a few times to counterpose all that chest opening. And then we'll come forward one more time, but into a child's pose this time. I want you to tuck the toes under in child's pose and grab the sides of the feet. And then lift the tailbone, bracing the feet still into the mat. And you'll feel a stretch across the top of the back and across the backs of the shoulders. Again, not taking too much weight in the head, just lifting up forwards from the tailbone. A few breaths here, remembering to keep focusing on that deep, full body breath. Keep feeling that stretch across the backs of the shoulders, breathing into the back body. And then exhale to bring the sitting bones down, and we'll extend the arms out along the mat, spread the fingers wide, extend through the arms, feel the whole of the back lengthening out. Breathe into the belly, feel the belly press into the thighs as you breathe in. Feel the exhale, creating space. And then with an inhale, rise all the way up into a tabletop position. And we'll take a few cat and cows. So as you inhale, lift the chin, lift the tailbone, engage the belly. Exhale, round the back, tuck the tailbone and tuck the chin. Feel that stretch down the spine. Inhale, using the whole of the inhale to look forward and maybe up slightly. And then exhale, round underneath. And one more, inhaling, find that back bend. This is really going to bring energy into the body, taking lots of back bends. Exhaling for the rounding under. And then make your way back to a neutral spine. And we're just going to lower ourselves all the way down into a Sphinx pose. So you want your hands to be spread as wide as they can go, and then your elbows to be directly underneath the shoulders. And then you're going to squeeze the shoulder blades together, keep the whole of the belly on the floor, and just find that opening in the upper chest and across the upper back. You might want to take this a little bit less intense by taking the fingers slightly further away from you and just taking a lower version of the Sphinx. And then try and breathe into the chest here. Another long inhale and exhale. And then from here, take the hands either side of the mat, so they're quite wide apart now, but still in line with the shoulders. And take your face right side down on the mat. And then with an inhale, you're going to rise up into intimidation, cobra. And then drop the right shoulder down to get a deep stretch across the right shoulder girdle. Look over the left shoulder if you can. Take another deep inhale. And then as you exhale, come back through center. Inhale here, rise up. And then exhale, left shoulder down towards the mat. Really spreading into those palms, spread into the fingers, grip with the pads of the fingers like a lizard. And then inhale, come up through center once again, and then smoothly lower all the way down, putting your face onto the mat. And then when you're ready, push your way all the way back up into a tabletop position. And from here, tuck the toes under. Take a deep inhale and then exhale to push all the way back to downward facing dog. And pedal out the feet here, feeling that stretch down the backs of the legs. Maybe wiggle the hips from one side to another. Just exploring your downward facing dog. Keep focusing on the breath. Breathing as deeply and as fully as you can. And enjoying that stretch down the backs of the legs. And for a challenge, you can now lift the right hand and reach it all the way to the outside of the left ankle for a twisted downward facing dog.
Take a deep breath here into the space where you feel the twist. Twist is super awakening and refreshing on a tired body. Another deep breath in the twist, and then exhale, hold the hand down. You can take a rest here in child's pose, or just move straight onto the left side, moving the left hand to the outside of the right ankle. Keep the hips square as you look all the way under the right underarm. Taking deep breaths into space where you feel the twist. And then on your next exhale, bring the left hand down alongside the right and begin to tiptoe your way up to standing at the top of the mat, folding into the legs here. Maybe take a gentle swing from side to side. Ready to roll up slowly to standing. And roll the shoulders in, standing, ready for a sun salutation on each side. And bring your hands to heart center. And with an inhale, take the hands forward and up. Reach as high as you can, and then exhale to fold forward into the legs. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back on the right foot. Bring the right knee down and inhale in the lunge. Feel that stretch across the hip flexors. Breathing into the front body. Plant the hands and step back to plank. Take a deep breath in plank, making sure to engage the core. And then as you exhale, bring your knees, chest and chin down onto the mat. Inhale forward for a low cobra, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then exhale, roll all the way back, downward facing dog. As you breathe in, lift the right leg high into the three-legged dog. Engage the core as you scoop it all the way forward to step between the hands. Bring the left knee down and inhale in the lunge. Again, we'll take another full breath here. Enjoy that stretch in the left hip flexor. One more inhale. And then as you exhale, step to the top of the mat and fold in. Inhaling all the way up to standing for a flat back. Exhale, hands to the heart. And we'll inhale to lift the arms forward and up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back on the left this time. Bring the left knee down. Breathe in the lunge. And then exhale, step back to plank. Breathing in here, fill out the whole torso with breath, staying steady in your plank, and then exhale to knees, chest and chin, lifting the pelvis. Inhale, scoop forward, baby cobra. Exhale, roll all the way back to down facing dog. And go straight in, lifting up the left leg high and scooping it forward between the hands. Bringing the right knee down. Deep breath in. Exhale, step to the top of the mat and fold. Inhaling all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And just take a full round breath here. Before we do that, all on the other side with an added pose in. As you're ready, lift the hands forward and up. Exhale to fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, step back on the left foot. Bring the left knee down. Take a full breath. And then inhale to rise up and sink further into the hips. And then from here, take a twist. So taking your left hand on the outside of the right knee, and then just bringing your right hand down behind you onto the left leg. You might want to take a block or a book to rest your hand on if you can't reach all the way back to your left calf. Keep drawing in through the lower belly, pointing your tailbone towards the mat, and gaze back if that's okay on your neck. You could even take a bind around your back. And a couple of breaths here into the twist. And with the next exhale, unwind, bring the hands down to the mat and take your plank pose. Inhale in plank, and then exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, scoot forward to cobra. Exhale, push back, downward dog. Breathing in, lift the right leg high. Scoot forward and step into that lunge on the other side. This time we're going to just breathe in here and exhale to the top of the mat. Breathing in, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And then one more time on the left side. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Breathing into the halfway lift, fill up the breath. Plant the hands and we'll step back on the left this time, bring the knee down. And then plant the hands and step back to plank. Inhaling in plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin. Inhale, scoot forward, cobra. Breathing out, downward facing dog. Inhale, three-legged dog. Scoop it forward. Bring the right leg down. And this time breathing in the lunge, and then out. And then we can lift the hands and come into that twisted lunge, taking your right hand on the outside of the left leg. And then if you can, reaching your left hand back and gazing back behind you. Taking full breaths into the space where you feel the twist, making sure to modify and come out of the pose if you feel any pinching or discomfort. And as you're ready, on a long exhale, unwind. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale to step back to the top of the mat. Breathing in, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And then with an inhale, reach the hands forward in front of you. Come up onto the balls of the feet. And then exhale to squat all the way down into a toe stand. So you're going to really need to have some strength in the balls of the feet, plugging down through all 10 toes, engaging the core. And then the third exhale, you can come gently to seated. And then from here, we are going to take a final position with the legs. So taking your left leg back almost like a right angle if you can, or any angle that feels okay on your knee. And then you want to cross your right leg over the top of your left so that your shins are stacked one on top of each other. And the aim is to get your knee all the way down to your foot, but most people can't do that because of the way the hips are aligned, so just find a way of doing this pose that's comfortable for you and that gets you into a really deep stretch in the hips. And make sure you're still able to rise up through the spine. You might want to sit up on a block or a cushion as well. If this is enough for you, stay here. If you want to go deeper into the stretch, then you can walk the hands forward and just fold over the legs. And this will really create a more intense feeling in the hips and the outsides of the thighs, making sure to listen to your body and take it back if you feel like you can't take a full round breath in the pose. And just really focusing in on that deep yogic breath. As you breathe in, imagine the breath travelling all the way to the base of the spine, and then filling the body all the way up into the abdomen and chest. And then exhaling from the belly first, and feel how that exhale helps you to release through your muscles. With each exhale, let go a little more of that tension you're holding onto in the hips. And a couple more breaths, staying in the pose longer than your mind wants you to.
From there, on an exhale, make your way out of the pose.
And then we'll turn all the way around to take that fire position on the other side. So this time take your right leg underneath your left. So stacking your shins on top of one another, but the opposite way around to what you did before. And just find a comfortable position for your foot. It might be like over the top of the knee or in the crook of your knee. And then rise up from the sitting bones. Notice how this feels different to on the other side. And then if you want to take it further, take the hands up towards the end of the mat and fold from the hips over the legs. Take some really full breaths here. Imagine you could breathe down into the outside of the hips. Take another deep breath in, see if you can come further down into the fold. And then inhale once more, and then inhale once more. And with a long exhale, creep your way out slowly. And then you can just unfold the legs, take them out in front of you and sway the knees from side to side. And then just take the feet mat width distance apart and lie your way down to lie on your back for Shavasana, your relaxation pose. Allow yourself to be fully comfortable. You might even want to take Shavasana with your legs up the wall. That will really help to ease some tiredness. And then you can release attention on your breath and just enjoy a minute or two of deep relaxation.
Bring your awareness back into your body. Take some awakening, refreshing breaths through the nose. And make small movements with your hands and feet. And one last stretch, point the toes down away from you. Reach your arms as high overhead as they'll go. Stretch your whole body long. And then with an exhale, release. And make your way to lying on one side. From there, you can push your way up to a comfortable seated position with your legs crossed. And just take some more full breaths into the belly. You might even want to take a deep breath in and give a big sigh out. And one more. One more time. And then I invite you to bring your hands to heart center. Bow your head slightly and thank yourself for practicing yoga today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you are feeling more awake and refreshed from some back bends, some deep hip stretches and some vinyasa flow. If you did enjoy this video, please leave me a comment, tell me what you would like to see next, and subscribe to my channel. I post a new free yoga video every single week, and I would love for you to join me. Have a beautiful day. Goodbye.